See, this is internal thing. Just only thing is what is your role and all. I'm going to give some basic idea. Okay, in the application development, what is your role? I'm going to give some basic points. So case participants and all. See, there will be some case manager will be there. So these are nothing but business users of the application. Means who are going to use the application. See, internally in the live environment. See, suppose a bank application or insurance application is developed, so the main application will be used by the employee. Suppose if you go to a bank, see the main portion of application or the most portion of the application will be used by the bank employees. See, you may have access to some of the options only, but the employees of the bank will use the most portion of the or the main portion of that application. So those are nothing but business users, okay, who is going to use the application, and they are going to again they'll be having many requests like so there will be some request they'll be getting. The customer support team will be there, so they'll be having some dispute team will be there, investigation team will be there, like that. There are many other supporting applications will be developed based on the main application. So those are two groups of case participants. One is case worker, who is going to work on the cases based on the request given by the customer. Okay, so they'll be responsible for adding the cases, working on that, and they're going to close the cases. And there will be on top of that user, there will be some manager will be there, so they are going to track all the cases or monitor them whether they are going to complete the task. Say suppose if you call your customer care, suppose if you have your internet down, so if you are going to call the customer care, your first of all the task will be transferred to some case user, and they are going to work on the task. And suppose see they'll be initially they'll be giving 1 hour, 1 day time they'll be giving to resolve the ticket. So internally, so there will be having some ticketing portal will be there, and the task will be request will be received by the customer, and they are going to start working on the task. And if the issue, sometimes it will be resolved within few hours or less than 24 hours, they are going to resolve the issue and close the ticket. Compulsory they must close the ticket, and or if any issue is there, they need to again process that or forward the ticket to the next level team. So these are all nothing but, don't worry, so these are all case participants who are going to use the application. They are going to work on that application. But what we are right now, we are case designers. Okay, so case designers is the main thing. So who are going to work on the application in different levels. Okay, so in that two groups of designers will be there. So one are business analyst or business architect. So in some companies and all, business analyst will be dedicated to the PEGA team, and some companies and all, they can use the business architect from other teams also they can use. Okay, so they are business architect, they may not mandatory, it's not a mandatory to have the knowledge on PEGA. Sometimes some companies people, they are going to learn on their own, but business architects PEGA development knowledge is not mandatory. Okay, so they are the first level of participants, means they are the first group who are going to collect the requirements from the business users, and they're going to collect all the requirements and decide how many months it is going to take to complete the project, how many requirements will be there, or along with a lead architect they are going to work. Okay, in most of the companies they are going to work along with a lead architect. So what we are means, we are nothing but system architects. Okay, so here these are the second group. See, in these two groups are there, right? In the case business, there are two groups are there. Business architect is one group, and system architect is one group. So business architect, the first group, who is going to communicate with the business users and collect the requirements and all the objectives of the application, how many modules are there, and all those things he is going to discuss with the business users and collect the requirements. And system architect is the one who are going to need the technical skills to complete that requirement. So we are the one, we need the technical skills and technical knowledge on PEGA to complete the requirement. So we are going to design the application rules, business logic, review the application, submit that application. So but so combinedly, so BA and system architect work together to complete the complete business requirement given by the business user. So we are case designers, and in that our role will be system architect. But in PEGA again, this system architect and all three categories are there. So in system architect only, there are three types of system architects are there. So basically, when you apply or when you are going to apply for the PEGA job, So you'll be working as either system architect or senior system architect. Okay. Suppose see, suppose anybody joined as a fresher. First of all, I'll tell you, but work-wise in the companies and all, whatever you do, even fresher join also, they'll be using they are going to work on the senior system architect concepts also, they'll be working. So PEGA, when you're going to work in the live part, live environment, so you'll be working on all the roles of system architect and senior system architect, whatever experience you put, whether you're a fresher or some 2-year experience or 3-year experience. So compulsory, you'll be working on every PEGA concept related to development. Okay. But first of all, let me overview the roles of the system architect. So basically, system architect means there'll be most of the development work they'll be doing. So mainly collecting the data from the means what are the data collected by the BA. So they are going to decide the means how many UI pages and all UI development they are going to work. So DCO sessions like workflow configuration they can do, and in that some basic works and all will be given. Suppose if they joined the company initially, so he is only 1 or 2 year experienced person. So mostly they'll be working on the development part of the application. So what are the requirement given to them? They are going to complete the development, and those we are going to understand in the initial first 10-15 days. So basic system architect roles we are going to work, but that is not required any. Suppose if you only know this concept, it is not sufficient in PEGA development. We also need to know the advanced architect concept also, we need to work in the real time compulsory. Even he is a fresher also, he need to work on the senior system architect concepts also, they need to work. But basically in the senior system architect, they will supervise the development. Okay, but the thing is, for supervising the work, only 1 or 2 people will be there, the remaining other people will be again working on the development part only. Okay, see, everyone will not supervise, right? So in the senior system architect also, along with the development, they will also be there will be few people in 10 members, 1 or 2 people will supervise the development. Okay, but not everyone, every senior system architect will not supervise the development. Okay, so here they will focus on the particularly the development is going smoothly or not. That is, PEGA contains some guardrails. According to the guardrails, the application development is done or not, and they will give some, see, they will give the requirements. See, if system architects and all, what they need to create, like what properties, what UI configuration they need to create, what business logic they need to create. So they will define some requirements for the system architect, like they will guide them, and also along with them they are going to work on the development part of the application. In most of the companies this will happen. Okay, maybe company to company some challenges or some roles will be slightly different, but overall what are the PEGA given, so PEGA guidelines and all, accordingly they need to follow and assist the system architects to complete their work, and also along with them they are going to do the development. And here PEGA main thing is reusability, right? So all the guidelines they are following correctly or not, and whether what happens if an application is live, the business users will be still giving some changes. For example, they want to update the date of birth or they want to update the phone number automatically. So in that cases, again they'll be communicating with business users, and they need any live changes and all, if they need means they will be assisting. Like that, PEGA application development will be done. So reusability must be there, and also any performance wise there are any issues are there and all, they are going to check in the backend. So like that, so development work means it will be done by both the system architect and senior system architect, but some senior system architects will be there, they will also supervise the development done by the junior developers. Okay, so system architects are like in other technologies we may call it as a junior developer and senior developer, right? Same way in PEGA, so system architect is like a junior developer, senior system architect is a senior developer, like that in easy way to understand. And there will be some lead architect, he is the most experienced person in the team, so they will not involve in any development, but there will be some roles given to the lead architects, like they are going to communicate with the BA, they are going to work along with the BA to design the application architecture, like a page to page how the design must be there, what are all the requirements given to the developer in detail, they are going to prepare the specification documents. Okay, they will only have the complete knowledge, but they are not going to do the development, they will guide the other teams like senior system architects and system architects they are going to guide, and they will also work on some security concepts, access roles, access permissions, some organization roles will be there, and some admin roles will be there, some database roles will be there. So those all they are going to complete as per the requirement given to them. So those are the most senior persons in any team, so they will have a lot of demand for lead system architect. But now you can't apply as a lead system architect. Any company now if you want to apply, you can apply as a these two roles. Means both you have to learn compulsory. PEGA, if you join as a fresher also, these two things you have to compulsory have the idea. Then only you can manage the work in the real time. So lead system architect also some concepts we are going to cover in the training, because they are going to ask some questions in the interviews. Okay. So basically in PEGA, any developer is there means, so these are the three roles it is divided. So but you will be now considered as a system architect and senior system architect. Okay. So lead system architect and all, after you gain any some 4 or 5 years real time experience in companies, then on your own, see nobody will give separate training. So PEGA you can learn after you join any organization. Slowly, step by step, you can learn the things on your own. So later you can apply for this lead system architect. And for that also, if you want to apply for that, means some certifications are given by PEGA, LS7, LS2. You need to complete. Mostly it will be practical oriented. It will be like project oriented completely. You have to finish some project on your own. So then you can become the lead system architect. So initially means now we are going to work on the roles like a system architect and senior system architect. So this is the main thing. So whatever we are going to do the development part in the PEGA platform, so the role will be, our role will be system architect, and demand will be, see BA and all, there is no much demand in the PEGA teams. Okay, so there can be BA from other teams also they can use in the PEGA development. So BA wise or any other role, there are some other roles are there like RPA developer and other things are there, will discuss. Those also will not have much demand in the market. So any demand whenever we apply for PEGA jobs, so for these two things only the demand will be more. Even LSA also, they'll give like 40 to 50 lakhs packages they are ready to give LSA developer. But you need to work for some 3 or 4 years, or at least 4 to 5 years if you work on PEGA, because anyway you will be putting 2 to 3 year experience. So after 4 or 5 years, even you can also earn some 40 to 50 lakhs packages as a LSA. Okay. So don't worry, you can easily learn, you can become LSA, but competition will be more for this role. There will be a lot of competition, and you need to prepare so much well for this LSA. Okay, but this one you can easily crack it, no issues at all. And there will be some access permissions. See, there will be generally, now we are going to be in previous version means administrator is the access group name, but now in the present version they changed the access group name to others. Okay, in some versions and all, see previous version and all 8.4 anybody is using, the name will be there as administrators. See access group name, again I'll discuss this thing in the next classes in detail. But in the present version 8.6 anybody is using, the name will be there as others. Okay, but anybody using 8.4, so where you can find this means, when you log into the platform in the operator page, or directly if you go to operator page, that is nothing but your user ID page. See, you'll be getting the access group name as your application, which application access you're having, which portal access is having, and which roles you're having, and all. It is automatically configured with others option. See, in 8.6 version, anybody is using, you'll be getting the name as others. But anybody using, so few people install 8.4, right? Don't worry. For you, it will be showing as administrators in the 8.4 version. That is not a problem. So access and all, you'll get the complete access same only. Actually in present version they changed they removed this name and they updated the name to others. That is only difference. Okay. And what are manager and user portal, I'm going to discuss in the next classes soon. Okay. So that is just some internal technical thing. Now we are going to work on the practical part. Okay. So first we are going to begin, see, any development begins with a data model thing, like properties are the one of the base rules we need to define in the application to design anything in the platform. So whenever we are going to